Hey, hey, what's going on? It's me again. Of course, who else is it gonna be? Unkept, I know. I told you guys I don't do my hair, none of that stuff. I don't got time for that. I don't wear makeup. Don't plan on wearing makeup. Just, I don't know, it makes my face itch. Ugh. Anyway, plus, I don't have anything to prove, try to look pretty for nobody on YouTube. No offense to them other people that feel like they gotta put on makeup to get on there. Nerp. I don't got time for that. So I thought. So here's the thought. I was like, I really need to get my butt into this book. But I don't learn that way. I learn more like visual and audio. So that's why I use this and then get on YouTube with somebody that has more knowledge and they're more of a Bible scholar. And there's two of them right now that I listen to. So I figured, I can... Nope. Lost my train of thought. This is what happens when you have a TBI. I'm not going to edit that out. Just so you know, real time, what TBI's, some of the symptoms are like, boop, I forget. So, what did I mean to say? What I meant to say was, I'm a audio and visual learner. So, like, I can read and then, I'm just, watch a video and do that. For me to just do this, I start reading and then my brain clicks over. You know what I mean. And now you're back at work like, I can't believe he said that to me. And then you start going from that thought to another thought. You're like, oh, wait a second. And then next thing you know, you done read 3 pages. You don't know what you just read. Yeah, that happened to me a lot. So that's why I prefer to do the two-prong approach. But when I read the Gospels, all 4 of them, I don't read it like I do with the other ones, like Paul's letters. I try to put myself in the shoes that he wrote it, and now I'm reading it, but sometimes I'm just like, I go somewhere else. But the Gospels is super duper hilarious to me because I read it the way, like if I was there, because it's like a play. It's written like it's a play versus Paul's outside of the book of Acts, because that's also, I read that like it's a play. But his letters are more intimate, so it was like a book and I go somewhere else. Whereas the Gospels are like a play. So I just wanted to give you guys a little something of what I thought that I can offer for whatever it's worth. Because I make myself laugh in my mind too, like I do. I'm not going to be those people that are like, oh, you shouldn't laugh at your own jokes. I do because I'm funny. I'm funny. Don't seem like it right now. But anyway, so, what part? Where? Okay, so like in Mark chapter 2, where Jesus returns back to Capernaum, and the report is sent home, and like all these people's like gathered in one room, listening to him. So I wrote on the side right here. Well, let me read the verse first. Okay, so Mark chapter 2 verse 2 says, and many were gathered together so that there were no more room. Like there was not even like, who's been in the army? You know when you're online in the chow room and it's like basic, like not even basic training, it's the reception. So like they're extra mean. So they make you put your back up against, your front up against the other person's back. I'm not gonna say what that is, but if you know, you're probably laughing right now. Okay, I'll say it. It's nut to butt. That's what they say. So I could just picture these people like crowded. There's no more room, not even at the door. And he was preaching the word to them. This don't even happen in church. In church. This don't even happen in church. Because they're not really, they go into 2 verses, then they want to talk about what the church is doing and what afternoon lessons and the retreats and all that dumb stuff. This word is not preached in church. I know this because I've been to a couple of them since 2002. Nothing to Jehovah's Witnesses. They be on that stuff, even though I'm not going to go there. So, on the side I wrote, people must have known he was spitting fire. Honestly, they you know when you know that somebody knows their stuff, and so you want to listen to them, and then you know that when you're in a situation where somebody claims to know and they're talking, but all you hear is like wah 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 wah. So then you go somewhere else. There's other dummies that don't. Yeah, we all had one in the army. I can think of a few. Anyway, so but then you got those that they know what they're talking about, so you just like yeah, tell me more. So that's how what I get from that. Like these people must have known that he was the truth, saying all that stuff. They came bringing to him a paralytic carried by four men. So four guys were carrying him, but they couldn't. There was no space in this room, so they had to through the roof, like the roof. They made a little hole and lowered him off with that little pulley. I'm pretty sure that sound was not there. So I lost my place. Okay, and when they could not get near him because so yeah, he came through the roof. And when Jesus saw their faith, he said to the paralytic, "Son, your sins are forgiven." I'm gonna stop there because there are cases that people like, oh, Jesus is here, so like they'll go to hit him up, but then he leaves somewhere else to go preach somewhere else. For me, what I get from that is that these people, they're the latecomers. I mean, there's probably a handful of them that like really, really wanted his healing or his word or whatever, but the majority of them just wanted a handout, just like welfare. It's not a bad thing if you really need the help, but then you go apply for it, but then you got those people that are abusing it. You got like 6 kids, you pregnant, you smoking while you pregnant. It's a true story. When I came back from Iraq, I saw that happen in Brooklyn. But anyway, never mind. So anyway, there's people that really, really needed Jesus through his faith and then through their own faith. And then you had those people just looking for a handout, right? Now, some of the scribes were sitting there questioning in their hearts. So in their mind, like think of this. In their mind, they were thinking, who's this man? Dike. Dike means, I don't know how to translate that in supposedly, I guess. Dike. It's just a Spanish universal word. It can mean anything. So they question in their mind, why does this man speak like that? He's blaspheming. Like in their hearts, right? Who can forgive sins but God alone? Like I picture them saying that. Because they're evil, some of us, right? But they said it in their heart, in their mind. And you know Jesus can read. He knows. And he's like, like on some mind, like forget Professor X. Like this dude right here. That's what I write on my little margins, right? And immediately, Jesus, perceiving that in his spirit that they thus questioning themselves, said to them, I can't read out loud, so just bear with me. Why do you question these things in your hearts? Which is easier to say, your sins are forgiven, or to say, rise and take up your bed and walk? Like, I picture him saying that to them. Like eye to eye, like I'm looking into your eye, right? And then, like, you ever been that dude or dudette and know your stuff? Like you're playing pool and you know you got this thing lined up, and then you look at the person when you make the shot. Or basketball players, you know you got it and you make the shot, and you make the shot because you know you about that, right? So this is what I picture him saying. Like, so he's looking at them and says, which is easier to say to this poor guy, like, what are you crying for? He's paralyzed. You walk anyway. I'm not gonna go. Oh, I hate haters. I know that's oxymoron, or that's not. Well, you know what I mean. But I can't stand it. What you hating for? He can't walk. You over here, you can probably do it with your girl. His thing don't even work. You hate. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anyway, so I picture him saying, what's easier to say? He's looking at him. your sins are forgiven, or take up your bed and walk. But so that you know that the Son of Man has power to grant forgiveness. Look at him, right? Like Sansa's the paralyzed baby, right? Look at him. Take up your bed and go home. He didn't even send him with secret toast like 95 feet. He didn't even get there. He just told him, look, man, get up and go home. Could you imagine the look on... First, I got two things here, right? Because I get so animated with this. I'm not wearing a bra, but who cares? So, he just told this man that everybody knew was a paralytic or a paralyzer or whatever you want to call it. This dude can't walk. And he just said, get your bed and get from around here and go home. He didn't tell him to stop, pass go, collect $200, skip jail, none of that. Go home, right? Go home. I just pictured like somebody with a cigarette, like he gets a and it just falling out, you know, like these people like, oh my goodness, did he just talk? Is he gonna get up? Everybody's just stopped with bated breath looking to see, and this dude, like, then on the other side, he probably messed up that guy's head. So he's paralyzed. That means a nerve back here don't work. So his brain can't send that message. He can't do this. He can't do that. So my question is, did he wait to do this? Well, can I do it? Or did he just mess that dude's brain up so much that it didn't even dawn to him, or he forgot he was a paralytic? Okay. And grabbed his bed and walked out. And then at what point did he say, holy crap, I'm walking? I don't know, but when I read this is where my brain goes. Right? What do you guys think? You guys think you could join me on my crazy little mind? A walk with Audrey's mind? Cause like I even wrote it here. Little two circles. You probably can't even see it. Looking like that character from Mario Brothers that shoots out the little oh man. I told you I'd make myself laugh. Cause you don't understand. In my mind, I see things vividly. You know? Super Mario Brothers, the second game, where the princess, you can be the princess too, and those things that blow up. My body just got hot. I gotta turn on the AC. That is hilarious. Anyway, calm down. One of these days, I'm going to share a story with you about Y2K. I can't tell that story without laughing, because I got my mom so good. Picture it. 1999. Okay, no, I'm not going to go there. Where was I? Yeah. Where I write this? Yeah, no, I already said that. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't want to take up too much more time. I think it'll be cool if I did one of these, like, gospel readings. I'm still wiping the tears from my eyes. The gospel readings, like, in the style of Audrey. I'm still going to use the words here. Some people aren't down with the King James Version because they can't do that old Romeo speak, but it's natural for us because my mom got us the Ten Commandments with Hugh Brenner and the 1952 one with the guy that Ben Hur. What is his name? Oh my goodness, Charleston Heston. Him. Thanks. So we were used to that thou shalt not. Blah, 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 blah. So plus we were stupid. But I don't know if you were 80s baby and raised in the 90s. It's like these kids nowadays, they can't even, you gotta, shaking my head, you gotta put S-H, I don't even know how to do it because I don't even use that stuff. I just shaking my head, I'll write it, spell it out. Anyway. He is out of his mind. There's another one. Like, his own family told him he's out of his mind. What you talking about? I'm out of my mind. Why you jealous? Sandra, I know you farted. I smell it from here. I have a cold and I still smell it through my mouth. Ugh. Anyway. What is this plugging? Did I right here? Oh, jeez. Anyway, I'm going to leave it right here. Because there's a lot of dead air. I think I peaked and then came down. So that's my thought. My thought is to go through it, starting from Matthew, and then break it down in like today's lingo. Because even with this English Standard Version, I still have question marks, and I have to go back to the Greek and then see what that word means. And then sometimes in the Old Testament, even with the English Standard Version, I have to go to the Hebrew and see, because with the Hebrew and Greek, their words are very specific. It's not like in English how we can use one word to mean a whole bunch of stuff. So that's why it's good to have different. I have a King James. I have 3 King James. One is a regular one with the precepts on the side. Then I have another one, the red letter one. I have a companion Bible that has the King James format, and then on the side, this dude that like knew his stuff. It's a companion Bible. It helps you, and it has appendages and stuff. And then I have this one that I got when I went on the VA to. You can't see it. It's like an army print right there. There we go. This is English Standard. This is English Standard. My audio Bible is also English Standard. But I want to get. Let me show you what that looks like. I'm wearing pants underneath this, guys. Trust me. So this is it. It just comes with this and a set of headphones, and I just made a lanyard for it. So takes a AAA. I'm sorry, and I kept running out of I don't want to spend money on AAA batteries. Because I listen to this while I'm sleeping, and then that's how I learn too. So I just bought some rechargeable batteries, and I just keep some on the bank, put it in here. One battery on this machine, if you want to, I'll put a link in the description of where you can get this. I think a battery can take me 2.5 nights. So I know on that 3rd night, I have to have a battery on standby, or just change it out and switch it. But yeah, I got this for free. Check it out. This is how dope God is, right? I was knee deep in my sinful ways. But I always had a soft spot for like Bible and Hebrew stuff, because it just called me for some reason. Like ever since I saw the 10 Commandments, and then when we was in junior high school, like, what languages would you like to learn in high school? And I put Hebrew. Hebrew was the first one. Like they weren't really going to teach us that. Anyway, so I was stationed in Fort Sill, Oklahoma, or it could have been in Alaska. One of the two, I don't remember, because the inside of the building that I'm picturing looks like it could have been both of them. But I thought it was a compass because it had a compass on the box. Like, your moral compass. I didn't know that. I was just like, oh, whatever. I put it in my pocket. And then it just stayed in a box somewhere. And then I moved. The movers came and packed everything up. It wasn't until I got here in Florida, already in the Word, that I was like, is this a remote? What is this? I didn't even look inside the box. I just thought it was a compass because I was into survival stuff. Don't look at my armpits. I have to shave. So I was like, well, let me check it out. Remember, it just came just with this and some bum headphones that, bought my own. Anyway, so this was good for when I'm up in the gym or when I'm sleeping, because even when you think when you're sleeping, no. Sometimes, like, I have, like, Jesus dreams with this stuff. And you'd be surprised, when I was studying for the board in Oklahoma, I was sleeping with the Army study guide, and I can hear the questions in my dream while I'm dreaming, mid-dream, mid-stride, and I'm like, oh, the answer is this, and I ended up, boom, I passed that board with flying colors. Anyway, so those are the Bibles that I have. And then also I have this little timeline thing, excuse me, and then it just like has this nifty map. Let me try to do this with one hand, right? So I can't even show this thing on the whole thing, right? This down here, up here is from from Adam, all the way to Eli the priest, Samuel the judge, prophets. Okay, so this is the judge, and then we get to down here, which would just like cut this in half and then adjust this up here. So then you go, and then down here is David, all the way to them getting captured and sent to all these kind of other places like Persia and blah blah blah. So that's that. I don't even know how I got here. How did I get here? Meh. We'll just call it that. I went on a rant. I'm guilty for it. If you don't mind it, then you don't mind it. Let me get a swig of water. I don't know why I just went there. And usually I'm good at retracing my steps. But I think I fell victim to this TBI again. Whatever. Maybe I was supposed to go there. So that's my plan. I really would like to go through all of the play style books. Like in the Old Testament, we have... Oh, when I was in basic training, I was reading the Bible, right? Again, I was just reading it because I was bored and I didn't feel like listening to the drill sergeant. We had downtime, so I'm there, I'm reading, right? And I got to the part where Adam and Eve had ate the fruit. Really, they had a threesome with Satan. You don't gotta believe me. Just leave it on the shelf. We'll get back to it some other time, okay? You ain't gonna come to that conclusion with these English translation King James. You have to go back to their actual language and get... Anyway, so I'm reading there, and then God's like, Adam, blah, 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 blah. And then he's like, here I am. It's like, what? Why are you hiding? Because I heard you calling my name, and I was scared because I was naked. I lost it. I was laughing hysterical on the floor, probably pissed myself. And my drill sergeant is like, what are you reading? And I just said the Bible. And everybody looked at me like, why are you laughing so hard? You reading the Bible. Like, why should you be, like, it's a serious book, but people put too much seriousness onto this book. Like, God is funny. He is the funniest. He's everything. So why wouldn't he be funny? Excuse me. I'm sorry. Still battling this cold. But and he is funny. He's serious. He's sad, he's mad, he's happy, he loves, he's everything. The same emotions we have, he has too. Like, don't think for 1 second that when one of us trips down here and everybody else is laughing and even that person's laughing, that he ain't laughing up there with us too. Like, he gotta be. He has feelings and emotions. Just we were made in his image. So if we laugh, he laughs too. Don't make him such a serious person up there in the sky. Don't get me wrong. He is serious. If you mess up, he's going to chastise you. And we should be wanting that because you know that if you only correct, you're only mad at, you're only jealous at, you're only this, that, and third, at people that you care about. If it's some other person on the street that you don't know, oh well, you're not going to even think twice to even exert energy or emotion. So I don't even know how I got here too. Because I was laughing at the book. It's okay to laugh. There's lots of parts that I laugh in this. I can't think of it right now. There's other parts that I don't understand. Like how in the book of Acts, old dude thought that he was going to lie to the Holy Spirit. And Peter gave him the opportunity to come clean. Like, how much did you really charge for that lamp? Oh, no, for this much. Like, really, you going to lie? And then, boom, he drops dead. Dang. Makes you want to think. People think they can BS God. You can BS yourself, you can BS another person because we can't read each other's mind. But you know at the end of the day, he knows. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to call this video good. That is my idea. I have one in the works. I just have to read through my notes because it's like a bunch of pages on this so-called rapture and the 7 year of tribulation that is nowhere near. You can read it. The English version, the King James Version, you can read the Hebrew version and the Greek version, the Septuagint. There's nowhere that it says 7 years of tribulation, and I'll tell you where they get that, but that's for another day. But I gotta read through my little notes that I made here over and over and over and over and over and over, so that I don't like read like a robot, because I would like to read like somebody at a play with feeling and stuff. But I know myself, I'm not going to do that. I would first like to say, please don't take my word for it. No, I don't want to read like that. So let me read through this. And hopefully by next week I'll have it up and running for you guys and we can go together. But like I say, or I don't think I have said it, but I say it in my head a lot. Like, don't take my word for it. Just read. Like, there's nothing worse than that person that don't crack their Bible open at all, but all they do is take the word for their pastor. And then they think it's gold. What Jeremiah says, curses the man that trusts in other men. Like, why don't you just go? Forever is a long time for you to be putting your trust in somebody else. I don't know about you, Kermit the Frog meme. All right. I'm going to call it here. Rapture, 3 earth ages, Adam and Eve doing it with Satan. What else? And then like the New Testament, the version of Audrey. I think we can do that. We can learn together. And then along the way, you'll have my kooky crack up stuff. Well, till then, I love you guys. Thanks for even taking the time to even want to be my subscribers. I keep telling people I'm cool, but they don't want to believe it because I've gotten so like secluded. Like, people don't think Christians are fun. Like, you're not fun anymore. Nah, man, I'm still fun. You just want to be in the way of the world. That I already said that I was going to hang up now, right? You see how I keep wanting to go back? But that's just because he's telling me to tell you guys that I'm not, that I hear him vocally. But people think that when they don't want to become a Christian because they don't want to give up the fun stuff. But I have fun every day. Like, every day I have fun. I have fun learning something. Or when he clicks it over, and then I go from not understanding to boom. It's like, how didn't I understand that? That's a fun feeling. But whatevs. I'm gonna leave it here because Sansa's snoring and she's cutting logs over here. Sansa, you gonna say bye-bye? Don't mind. That's a little puppy pat right there. Chan-cha. You say bye-bye to everybody? You say bye-bye? Say bye-bye. Meow. All right. Peace.